Silicon Valley, technology, art, green, and sustainability.
Welcome to another episode of Silicon Valley Tech, Art, Green, and Sustainability. Today I'm really honored to have a returning guest. You were here, I can't believe it, like 4 years ago or something like that. Molly, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
You have some really great news to tell us a little later on, but before we go there, for people who have not met you or seen the episode before, tell us about your background and where you're from, what you did before you do now.
Well, my name is Molly Holbrook, and I am chef and founder of a company called Organicopia. We're a private chef and gourmet catering company. We're based out of the Santa Cruz Mountains. I have graduated from the Culinary Academy, and I started this business about 11 years ago. And
11 years ago?
I know.
Wow.
Crazy. I started it in school, and I had no clue
and
what I was doing.
And what Culinary Academy was it?
It was the San Francisco Culinary Academy.
Okay, because there's one in Napa too, right?
Yeah.
There's a couple of them around. There's the one in Campbell, and I don't know, how many are in the Bay Area?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I think there's probably at least 3.
I've always wanted to go, and getting off topic here, but I've always wanted to go to the San Francisco Culinary Academy. They have like dinners or something that the students do.
Yeah.
We'll have to do that sometime.
Totally.
So you're from the Bay Area originally?
I am, born and raised in Saratoga.
Okay.
We went to the same high school.
Yeah. Shh, don't tell people that. I'm much older than you. So you 11 years ago. Wow.
Yeah.
Started it, and was that right after high school, or did you start something else before then, or?
So I went to West Valley. I went to West Valley for like 5 years and just kind of burned my motor and wasn't really going anywhere. And
what were you studying there?
I was studying to be an English major.
Oh, wow.
I wanted to be a writer.
Okay, so did you write on your own website then?
I did.
You did,
yes.
because it's really good.
Oh, thank
you.
you.
So that's why.
Thank you.
Okay,
yeah.
so studied to do that, and
I went to school to be an English major, and I decided that school wasn't really for me, and I always really enjoyed cooking, so I signed up for the Culinary Academy and put myself through school, and that's about it. The rest is history.
So I'm going to have him pull up a slide right now, because we're going to take a look at this first thing. And tell me about this, because I thought it was something completely different.
Yeah. Okay, so this is a duck mousse pate. It's topped with a little bit of creme fraiche, and it has some homemade potato chips.
So on the right is creme fraiche.
On the right is creme fraiche.
Potato chips, and on the left is the duck?
Oh,
I see. Okay.
Yes,
okay.
yes.
Okay,
yeah.
I thought it was toast.
Yeah.
It looks beautiful.
Thank you.
Okay, next time we're going to have to try it. We can pull that one down. So when I met you, it was at some historical house in San Jose, and it was you were doing catering and chefing for somebody. Then you were doing something else last year. You were doing stuff for sports and health and fitness places?
I was trying to do that. I started out as a private chef cooking in people's homes. That's when you and I first met.
Yeah.
And I kind of steered away from that because I was thinking, gosh, maybe I should try these meal deliveries. And it was long before, the market got saturated. So about, 5 or 6 years ago, I started doing meal deliveries for people. It expanded into me working with athletes in gyms, doing paleo-style meals, very healthful meals, with sweet potatoes and brown rice and lean proteins and green vegetables.
Okay, so explain what paleo is. I think I
know.
So
paleo means that you don't eat grains, you don't eat sugar. It's an animalistic, I don't want to say animalistic,
so
it's an animal-based
meat.
diet. Yeah.
Okay, so meat and egg and
heavy meat
cheese?
And lots of protein, or lots of vegetables.
So cheese then, or no?
No dairy.
No dairy, okay.
Yeah.
So
nuts and seeds are fine.
So the no wheat, no dairy, no problem kind of thing.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So you were doing the delivery thing, and then now you're back to your roots?
I am back to my roots, and I am so happy. I was doing those meal deliveries, and like I said, the market just became flooded with all of these other new tech food delivery startups, and I was not happy with what I was doing. And I was also kind of wondering how the integrity of their food is able to stay so high when they're cooking for so many people. And for me, that just wasn't an avenue that I wanted to go down anymore.
Let's pull up the next slide too.
Yeah.
We've got another delicious slide here, and it's making me hungry because I haven't eaten much today. What is this?
I love this dish. This dish is one of my absolute favorites. So in the far back, you have a little a beef marrow bone that you can eat the marrow out of. It is so buttery and so good. You have some braised vegetables with a very creamy sauce that I made, and it is topped with a braised veal shank.
Oh, let's pull that down.
It's fantastic.
That looks so good.
Yeah.
I'm getting hungry. I think at the Silicon Valley Capital Club they were doing something like that recently. I didn't try it, but the way you described it, I would totally try it.
Thanks.
So
it's one of my favorite dishes.
And so again, this is in people's home. You come in and prepare there, or do you prepare out and then?
So I do two things. I cook in people's homes for the week. Busy families have me come in and cook. The great thing about that is that I can tailor.
So you prepare in-house, and then you cook their meals for the week?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, and I can tailor all of their menus to fit whatever food allergies or dietary restrictions they have. If they have, weight loss goals, I can help them attain their goals, and yeah.
So when we'll go there later, but when the show goes national, then we can have you at my house. No, let's pull up. I think we have another slide 4 now, or slide 3. What's this?
Well, that is a great question. What is that? On the left, I have a wild Alaskan king salmon that my dad caught. He goes to Alaska a couple times a year, so he is my true fishmonger. It's topped with an herb crust, and then you have some seasonal vegetables. And on the right is one of my favorite dishes. It is a special marinated steak with a blue cheese compound butter.
On the left?
On the right.
On the right.
On the left is the fish.
The fish, okay.
Yeah.
It looks orange to me, so I guess I need new glasses. So wow, that looks really good. It looks like asparagus too. Well, we can pull that down.
Some heirloom carrots.
Okay, and we can pull that down. What's the favorite part about what you're doing now as a personal chef?
Oh my gosh, so many favorite things. For me, it's so cool. I was watching this documentary, and it was about 6 different chefs, and there was a common theme that kind of went through all of these chefs, and I found that I've had the same experience. Since I graduated from school, I really was trying to emulate other chefs and be like them, and I couldn't find my own voice through food. Now I feel like I've finally really come into my own, so when you talk about going back to my roots, I feel like that's exactly what's happened. I'm working directly with farmers now. I have 2 different farms that are growing exclusively for me.
And that was my next question. Where do you get your food? So you're working with farmers.
I am working with farmers.
And are they Santa Cruz?
So one of them is called Whiskey Hill Farms. They just got certified organic, which is a huge deal for you. I mean, you know that. It's very expensive. They're down in Watsonville. They have 20 what are they called? 20 greenhouses, and they do permaculture farming, which is really cool. And then the other farm that I work with is an urban farm up in Portola Valley. It's called Champ de Portola. Okay. It's a smaller farm, but they grow exclusively for me, and they deliver. So it's kind of like farm fresh to you.
Wow.
But not.
So exclusively with you?
Exclusively with me.
Not any other chefs?
Not any other chefs.
Okay, and so the permaculture, is that what you just said, permaculture?
Yeah.
So explain that a little bit.
So what that means is they have I don't know if it would be called an aqua system, but basically there are waterways that run in between all of the different plants. They have frogs that eat the bugs that prevent the bugs from eating the vegetables and the produce that they have. So everything
So instead of fish,
symbiotic.
It's frogs that are taking care of the pests instead of chemicals, which is really amazing.
Yeah,
right?
It's pretty cool.
Let's pull up another slide too. I think I forgot this next slide. Oh, okay. Now I'm hungry.
Gosh. Okay, so this one just totally makes me sing. I love this. This is a strawberry shortcake with a homemade raspberry sorbet, and underneath is a creme fraiche sauce.
Wow.
So it's just slightly sweetened, but it's really, really good.
That looks yummy.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's pull that down. And I was actually gonna ask you this question later, but we might as well talk about it now that we're gonna have you do a organic dinner at one of the local wineries in the fall as our first fundraiser for SVTAGS. So we'll have to have the crew come as my guests, and then the crew's going, yay! But yeah, I'm really excited about that.
That is awesome.
We yeah, so do you usually collaborate with other chefs? And it's funny because I'm thinking about all the chef cooking shows now, and we're going to go there in a little bit too. But do you collaborate with other chefs too? Do you ever do cooking with other chefs locally?